You never know from one day to the next what life will bring. And so, enjoy what you have. Be kind to people. Take care of your families.
Took a lot of people by surprise this morning. A heartfelt appeal for your prayers from Rhode Island's own TV judge, Frank Caprio, who says he's dealing with pancreatic cancer.
It's not a pleasant experience to go to bed at night, say your prayers, and all of a sudden you have one extra thing you have to ask for, and that is, please, help the treatments be successful. And I think we're on our way.
To say that surviving it is against the odds is an understatement. Perhaps it's better to say that those with this disease need a miracle to survive.
Recently, my family and I took a pilgrimage to Lourdes, France, with the Order of Malta. Lourdes is known for its miraculous healings, as well as several sightings of the Virgin Mary.
The small French town of Lourdes, tucked in the foothills of the Pyrenees Mountains, draws more than 3 million pilgrims every year, more than travel to Mecca or Jerusalem. And almost everyone you meet will tell you they've heard stories of miracles here.
Never met a judge or a person like you. You're amazing.
Make sure you do it the Frank Caprio way.
We're just doing what we think is right. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
I was born and raised in Rhode Island. It's the smallest state, but it has the biggest attitude. And I'm not just saying that because it sounds good linguistically, like a nice aphorism. I say it because it's true. It's like everyone in Rhode Island is ready to fight at any moment. It's kind of like how Andy Cohen described Boston, which is right next door, in an interview with Matt Damon and Casey Affleck.
I was so amazed in Boston how truly, no offense to the town, but everybody's ready for a fight in Boston. Am I right or wrong about that? I feel like if you look at someone the wrong way, something's going to pop up.
That's a misunderstanding.
You think it is?
That's just people saying hello.
Okay, right.
You know what I mean? Yes. Yeah, how are you? What are you looking at?
Right.
But it feels like that, but that actually is how you exchange pleasantries. It's just like, how are you?
Right, exactly.
Oh, good, thank you. How are you?
As you can see, Damon and Affleck try to explain the attitude away, saying that's just how people around here say hi. Okay. The point is, the attitude is there and there's no escaping it. And the attitude in Boston is nowhere near as strong as the attitude in Rhode Island. Rhode Island is more gutter. Same types of people, same weather, same politics, and same tax rates, except without any of the benefits. Massachusetts taxes are high, hence the nickname Taxachusetts, but at least Mass has the best medical and best education in the country. Rhode Island, on the other hand, the taxes are the same or even higher in some cases, and yet Rhode Island is 36th in education. The corruption is apparent everywhere you look. All one needs to do is look at the failing infrastructure. It's so bad, in fact, that it's made national headlines. The money for the roads went somewhere, so whose pocket is it in? Because the state is so small, and everyone is in everyone else's business, everyone seems to have a connection to everyone else in the state one way or another. For instance, my cousin used to work at a restaurant in Narragansett owned by a Providence judge. It is this judge that is the topic of my video today. I know that was quite a roundabout introduction, but Rhode Islanders gotta warm up to you first before we come out of our shell. In a world where it feels like you always have to be ready for a fight, in a world where it seems that those in charge only care about themselves and take whatever they can, in a world, simply stated, that seems devoid of God, we have this one man, this one judge, who is a shining example to us all. His compassion and empathy have made him famous.
Mr. Carrera, you are charged with a school zone violation.
I don't drive that fast, Judge. I'm 96 years old and I drive slowly, and I only drive when I have to. I was going to the blood work for my boy. He's handicapped. Every 2 weeks, because he's got cancer.
You are a good man. You really are what America is all about. Here you are in your 90s, and you're still taking care of your family. That's just a wonderful thing for you. How old is your son?
63.
Yeah. Daddy's still taking care of him, right?
I only drive when I have to.
Yeah. Listen, sir, I wish you all the best. I wish the best for your son, and I wish you good health, and your case is dismissed. Good luck to you, and God bless you.
Thank you.
Where does Judge Caprio's compassion come from? It comes from his faith in God. As you watch this next clip, I want you to keep in mind that the best priests are the ones that come to us as messengers of God, speaking with his voice, clear and unmistakable. It is in this role as God's messenger, humble and sincere, that the priest speaks to the judge.
I received a great surprise this morning when they told me that there was a priest from Franklin, Wisconsin, who dropped by the courthouse to say hello.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Father. Well, let me ask you a question. Why did you come here this morning?
Well, I came to give a donation.
Really?
Yes. I don't know if you want me to let you know what the dollar amount is, but it's $1,000.
$1,000?
Yes. And I do it for several reasons. First of all, I've been very moved by watching your videos. I don't know how it popped up on Facebook, and maybe it was God's intention, but I've been so moved by what you do for these good people of this city and this area, because reading some statistics as a priest of the Sacred Heart, we work with the poor, and I've worked on the Indian reservations in South Dakota, and I grew up poor, and it was rough. I mean, I can remember days where I could see my mom wasn't eating. Sometimes the kids, my siblings, had to go over to a neighbor's house to get warm. So I've been very blessed in my life, and same with our siblings. So since I flew into here, I thought, it's close by. I'll just drop this off and run away, and not have to be here publicly to really present this to you. But I want to say a couple more things real quickly, because I know these good people have to be up here. What I noted here is that you are a great man of compassion. And the Latin word and theological word for compassion is to suffer with. And God suffers with us. And you do that very well.
In that clip, it feels like God is talking to the judge directly. Play it again, you will see what I mean. He is both telling him how proud he is of him.
Maybe it was God's intention, but I've been so moved by what you do for these good people of this city and this area.
But he's also telling him of what's to come.
That you are a great man of compassion. And the Latin word and theological word for compassion is to suffer with. And God suffers with us. And you do that very well.
You see, the priest is absolutely right. To be compassionate is to suffer with. Caprio embodied compassion in its truest form. As a judge, he did in fact suffer with.
Sometimes in life, we take things for granted. We have a nice life, we have a great position, we're in positions of authority, we have nice families, we have nice friends. That's wonderful as long as it lasts. But you never know
You never know from one day to the next what life will bring. And so, enjoy what you have. Be kind to people. Take care of your families.
Took a lot of people by surprise this morning. A heartfelt appeal for your prayers from Rhode Island's own TV judge Frank Caprio, who says he's dealing with pancreatic cancer. The Chief Judge Emeritus of the Providence Municipal Court, with millions of social media followers, broke the news online and on my radio show this morning.
We are pulling for him. Judge Caprio is already getting treatment, determined to fight this cancer.
In the gospel we read, "Do unto others as you would have done unto you." This isn't so much a warning as it is a scientific truth. What goes around really does come around. The truth of this is demonstrable with Judge Caprio. He has been suffering himself as of late, and wouldn't you know it, the compassion that he showed others poured down upon him from everywhere. Those who love him suffer with him. That is what compassion is.
You know, I don't have $1 to my name. I really thank you for that.
The kindness and the compassion that Judge Caprio has shown in his courtroom is finding its way back to him in the form of letters and gifts. There are thousands of them.
You are an inspiration to all. You've touched more lives than you can imagine with your heart of gold. I hope these warm your heart and your feet. So I guess we know what these are. Happy days will be here again, and best wishes, Paula.
Those heartfelt messages have also been pouring in from some of the judge's more famous fans.
I am sending you a boatload of prayer, and also I'm a fangirl.
It's been a pleasure to get to know you just through social media, and I'm so glad you're with us. You are a treasure.
Judge Frank, we know you're a fantastic guy, kind, family man. Just a wonderful, wonderful individual. This video is not about you, though, Frank. It's about me. Got a speeding ticket out here in Los Angeles. I was wondering if you knew anybody that could get me out of it.
This is my wonderful husband.
Oh.
I got the ticket. He was driving my car.
Oh.
I'm not guilty.
Oh.
He is.
You go through this every day?
Yes, Your Honor.
We've been happily married for 43 years, right?
Yes, dear.
But what has captivated Judge Caprio's millions of fans over the past year is his ongoing battle with pancreatic cancer.
The survival rate of pancreatic cancer is very low. This is because it is usually only diagnosed after the disease is in its advanced stages.
It's not a pleasant experience to go to bed at night, say your prayers, and all of a sudden you have one extra thing you have to ask for, and that is, please, help the treatments be successful. And I think we're on our way.
To say that surviving it is against the odds is an understatement. Perhaps it's better to say that those with this disease need a miracle to survive.
I'm prayerful. I know it's a long road. I'm prepared to take the long road. I think we'll get a good result. I think we'll get a good result. I'm in this for the long haul. I'll be just fine.
It's as if God walked into Judge Caprio's courtroom, applauded his compassion, and then explained that at the root of compassion is suffering. Like, you want to be compassionate? You're gonna have to suffer. But because you suffer in my name, I will show you mercy and help you through your journey in ways you will never fully understand.
And the other word is mercy. You know, coming to a court is not about collecting fees and money as a cash cow. And you may have been blamed for that in news media, that you're giving away and not collecting the money that you should. But the court system is about mercy and judging fairly. It's about ruling things, and mercy is not just throwing yourself to the mercy of the court. Mercy in a real deep theological sense comes from the word hesed, which is a Jewish term, which means to journey with somebody, to pull them out of their depths of their despair, and to give them a sense of hope and purpose in life. And so what you do, very publicly, I might add, is to be congratulated, because you represent what the judicial system should be about.
Father.
Thank you, Father.
At which time the judge humbled himself before the Lord by stepping down from his bench and meeting God on his level.
I am immeasurably moved by your appearance here today, so I want to
In the Gospel of Mark, Jesus says, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you receive it, and you will." The key part of this verse is the believe that you receive it part. In other words, prayer only works with the power of faith behind it. As Judge Caprio said, he began adding something extra to his nightly prayers.
And all of a sudden, you have one extra thing you have to ask for.
But that was not all. The power of his faith took him halfway across the world to Lourdes, France.
I'm a very strong believer in the power of prayer, so I pray a lot. Fortunately for me, I have other people who are praying for me.
This is a religious experience.
Yes.
Recently, my family and I took a pilgrimage to Lourdes, France, with the Order of Malta. Lourdes is known for its miraculous healings, as well as several sightings of the Virgin Mary.
The small French town of Lourdes, tucked in the foothills of the Pyrenees Mountains, draws more than 3 million pilgrims every year, more than travel to Mecca or Jerusalem. And almost everyone you meet will tell you they've heard stories of miracles here.
The enormity of it, just thinking about it. But we're here in Lourdes, where the Blessed Mother came. She came here. There's a reason why we're coming here, to honor her memory and her name and her mission. The fact that she came here and I am here, has very special significance to me. My point of reference was the baths.
Yeah.
I felt something go through my body that I can't explain. You feel something entering your body. It's like a warm glow. I felt the Holy Spirit. Gives you a little introspection, gives you a chance to think a little bit more clearly about what you're doing in life, what your goals are. So our mission in life is basically to help others. So hopefully Mary says, let me give this guy a break.
God has the power to heal. We show him our faith, and he shows us his mercy. To the faithful, the fact that Judge Caprio is now cancer-free is not a surprise at all. We understand the power of God. We understand the power of faith.
Happy days are here again.
What some may consider a miracle, we understand as a mere reflex for God.
How you feeling?
Feel great.
How's your strength?
That's my strength. Let's find out. One more. Give me a lot more.
We know that only God can judge. But if we are placed in the position of judge here on earth, we should follow Frank Caprio's example and embody the biblical principle, judge not, lest ye be judged. The Lord is the ultimate judge and shows compassion and mercy. Judge Caprio, clearly a follower of Christ, humbles himself before the Lord and strives successfully after both of these ideals, of compassion and of mercy. In the words of Jesus, "Go, my son, your faith has made you well."
Do you miss the show?
I do. Actually, I miss it terribly. I miss the interaction with the people.
Tell me about one or two of those that you will always remember.
I remember Victor Cobella, and he was 96 when he came in. He was charged with speeding.
Mr. Coelho, you are charged with a school zone violation.
I have a surprise for you. Victor is here.
Come on. Victor.
Oh my gosh. The best friend I ever had. God bless you. I hope you live to be my age and over.
Over?
Yeah. And do everything and help everybody. There's not a better man on earth than you. You help everybody. God bless you.
Thanks, Victor. Thanks, pal.
If you're going to judge someone,
Never met a judge or a person like you. You're amazing.
make sure you do it the Frank Caprio way.
We're just doing what we think is right. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Have a good day.